Dr. Hong, who is still with us online. Now, Dr. Hong, the point there is, can you share with us, in this election, we saw the numbers, the margin between the two leading candidates was not as much. It tells that it was a hard-fought election. But speak to us, what were some of the issues that shaped the way that people voted at this governorship election in Adamawa State?
Thank you very much. I think the margin is big enough because elections have been declared in this 2023 election, gubernatorial, with a range of 5,000 margin, 10,000 margin, 12,000 margin. In Adamawa, we had a margin of 31,249 votes from the March 18th election. Because we were PDP states winning in PDP, defeating an APC state, the INEC refused to declare us, they declared the election inconclusive. While in some places, they declared the election with 10,000, 12,000, with a council vote of more than 30,000. That is why the day before, when I had an interview, I said maybe there are two laws in this country. Well, now the difference is about 34,000, 35,000 after the supplementary election. That is good enough, but one cannot be able to say exactly what is the dimension electorates and voters take the decisions before they voted, along which line they have voted. Generally speaking, she has her own strength, she has her area of influence, she has her goodwill, she has families, she has relations, she has supporters. So this could have counted to her vote. Fintiri also have his own area of strength. He has his supporters and his good work and the trust and the hard work he has put in Adamawa. No governor in the history of Gongola to Adamawa have done half of what Governor Fintiri have done. I think that has really endeared him to the electorate in Adamawa. Truly speaking, I have every reason to say that Binani have done very well, because at the inception of this election, I never knew she could pull this type of strength. I never knew. She has tried very well and highly commendable, except for the criminal behavior she came and portrayed. So disgustingly, ever another angle that the learned lawyer should also take is that the effrontery of an author of a law going to trample on the same law. She has appended her signature.
But
right.
Dr. Hong, again.
Yeah, it seems we're losing the signal from there again.
Yes, right. Now he was talking about Senator Binani, her response. You know, she went to read her acceptance speech.
In quote.
In quote.
In quote.
Exactly.
Because
acceptance speech. Exactly.
What
was not given to her?
Is it a child naming ceremony? Is it marriage anniversary? This is a serious matter.
Yeah.
She is a senator of the Federal Republic. This is not some political neophyte.
All right, we hear that Dr. Hong is back on the line. Dr. Hong, you can go ahead with your line of thoughts.
I was saying another very dangerous dimension is the effrontery of leaders in this country. Binani is a senator of the Federal Republic. She was part of the Senate that authored the Electoral Act 2022. She knew these laws. She knew what is inside, and she came and was manufacturing fake results and declaring herself even before time, sending false information outside, recruiting undelegated people to declare her falsely. She's trampling on the law she has given this country. So they will make laws for us commoners, and she will be ruled by another law. I think the National Assembly have to redeem themselves also to sanction their erring members who has participated in one way or the other toward doing this democratic coup that they wanted to do. Because this is a country that is supposed to be run by law, and the Electoral Act, which Binani was part of the authors, and she went and flouted it and trampled on it. I think her sanction should be more also.
Right. We'll bring that conversation to the studio. Inimbehe, you were trying to react to what he has pointed out now, talking about Binani who he said was part of those who, put together this Electoral Act. And she, knowing the law, still went ahead to declare her acceptance speech, so to speak, and still take the matter to court and all of it. He is saying this is also a criminal matter that has to be looked into.
Look, my recommendation this morning is that the Nollywood industry should send an invitation to her. Mr. Ibu should be very delighted. Some locals will be smiling in his grave. That you will have, it is a serious matter. You will have a senator. I watched the woman. And I was, what is happening? You are coming out. The other aspect I also want to address is the media, because I have indicted my profession. How come NBC has not sanctioned? This was 8 Live. So media organizations who even covered that report, they must tell us whether they were misled. This could have led to bloodshed. Why will a senator come out in the public and say, acceptance of what? Was the car donated to you? What were you accepting? The office of governor is not a joke. So we need to investigate her role. She cannot say she does not know what it takes for a declaration to be made. As far as I'm concerned, charges should be filed against her. And why is this important? This attempt or democratic experiment must not be truncated. There is a process. When elections are held and concluded, you are aggrieved, go to the court. That is what they always tell us. Go to court, go to court. If you are not satisfied, activate the judicial process properly.
Yeah.
Section 285. You have 21 days from the date of declaration. Declaration properly so called. To file a petition. So for her to have come out, and I heard her even invoking the name of the president in the acceptance speech. I don't know what she was accepting. That she was thanking the president. Which president was she thanking? For what exactly? So this is an embarrassment to the country. The international community will be laughing at us. That these are not serious people. But that is why we must ensure that this perception is corrected. Binani's role should not be seen as just an act of political rascality. The criminal dimension to it should be thoroughly investigated. And that is why I am calling on INEC to invoke their powers. Why are they writing to the IG? Except for certain persons or certain aspects of infraction that are outside the Electoral Act. But as far as the infraction of Section 120 of the Electoral Act is concerned, Section 145 says it is INEC that prosecutes. Let INEC file charges against these people. Because except this is done, except people go to prison, are incarcerated and punished, this will be repeated. Adamawa does not deserve this. Nigeria does not deserve this. That in 2023, with all the efforts that the National Assembly made, including Senator Binani, to enact the Electoral Act, you will have people gather, write a script, and want to usurp the role of Nollywood. We must not indulge that.
Right. Right. Because of time, we have just less than 2 minutes to wrap up. Quickly, Dr. Hong, your final thoughts on this matter.
Thank you very much. I think first and foremost, we want to say we thank the chairman of INEC and also the commissioners for being proactive, for rescuing democracy, and also for rescuing Adamawa State. I will not imagine what will have happened in Adamawa with that rascality. And I want to also, just like the Leonard lawyer was saying, I totally associate myself with his submission. The other agencies of government who there went and supported Hudu should also be thoroughly investigated and be punished. And the same thing with Senator Binani being a lawmaker, trampling on the same law she appended her signature on it. I think it's a very pathetic situation, and the National Assembly as a whole has to even suspend her from the National Assembly in the first instance before the investigation of the whole matter. I think if they want to rescue themselves and have a honorable position in the country, the National Assembly have to start cleansing itself from characters like that. That is my submission, and we thank the Adamawa people and Nigerians for being very proactive in salvaging the country so that we will not descend into anarchy. Thank you very much.